Wishing for a little bit more information? You'll get it all here on KCAA Radio, AM 1050.
Welcome to Smart Health Talk with your host, Elaine McFadden.
Take a walk on the wild side, where the birds and the bees survive. Right before me, my newfound hippie side. Once ignored these conspiracies online. Out the window, British dropped of the earth. Sign me up now, make sure you use your smart. Take a walk on the wild side. Will the birds and the bees survive? Would your children ride to see Mother Nature's side?
Welcome to Smart Health Talk with your host, Elaine McFadden.
Welcome to Smart Health Talk. I'm Elaine McFadden, your host. This is our first Smart Health Talk broadcast, and we're pretty darn excited to be here. We want to bring you information that could possibly save your life and will absolutely help save you money. In a nutshell, we want you to be getting the biggest nutrition bang for your buck. By helping you learn to identify nutrition bargains, you will increase your Smart Health Talk skills and find out more about what food and lifestyle choices make you happy and keep you healthy at the same time. Good health and a strong body do take some effort and sacrifice, but smart choices make it all so much easier. The result is more time to enjoy life. Isn't that what it's all about? We want to have less time being weak and sick and more time strong and active. Life offers no guarantees or absolutes, but we know that good quality food and activity can increase your chances of dodging one of the big CDs, chronic disease, the ones that kill millions of people each year and are actually preventable. Well, we can't prevent all disease as we age, but postponing the onset and reducing the severity are all good goals and doable using nutrition and smart health choices. I think most of us have had a family member that has been diagnosed with heart disease, hypertension, or high blood pressure, the silent killer, cancer, or even diabetes. These diseases all have genetic risks, so if that happened to a relative, that means you're at risk too. We're never too old or too young to start down the road to good health, but we're here, Smart Health Talk, to help find your way. In other words, what works in your busy life? We'll provide the information and you take it from there. The rest is up to you. Well, we've got lots of great things planned over the next few months, and we hope that you're going to keep tuning in to find out what we have to tell you. So we're going to start off today with a little tour through our website, because that's going to be where we want you to go in case you missed this broadcast from 4 to 5 p.m. on KCAA Radio, or you just, weren't able to get to your laptop or cell phone, which are two other options that you have to listen to our show live. But you can always catch our show 24/7 on KCAA Radio for the podcast there, or on our website. We spent a lot of time building our website so that we have resources for you to go through after the show, because there's no way that you're possibly going to be able to remember everything that we teach you in the next hour. So, if you go to get a few minutes, please go and visit us at smarthealthtalk.com. When you get to the website, that you'll find that if you really liked our theme song, you can listen to it again. Right there, we have a link on our homepage. And then you might go and check out what our talk show schedule is going to be. We are on every Thursday from 4 to 5, and that'll be going on until December 1st, and then we're hoping to be back in January if you guys like us. So please go and visit our website because that tells us that you were watching the show. Again, there's a podcast on there, so if you miss the show, you can catch it 24/7. There's also links that if you want to share this with your friends and let them know about the great information that we're going to be sharing with you here on Smart Health Talk, please feel free to share that on Facebook or email your other friends about our show. There might be some things on here that might help them too. I do have a whole gardening section on there because I'm an avid backyard gardener. And yeah, my backyard garden isn't exactly perfect and beautiful, but you know what? I get a lot of good vegetables out of there. And we make those for dinner almost nightly with our meals. It not only saves money, but gives us all the benefit of the great nutrients that you get when you eat freshly picked vegetables. So I have some great pics in there of my flowers. In the next week or so, if you check back, there'll be some pictures of the vegetable garden there as well. So you can look through those, and I'll be adding some gardening tips that might help save you some time and money there as well. Next, we have a Suggest a Topic section, which that's the place that we really want our listeners to visit. We put a bunch of suggestions there on topics that you might be interested in, but there might be some ones that we left off that you'd like to have us broadcast here on the show and answer your questions, or just at least take the time to let us know which of those topics are of the most interest to you. From that information, we'll be able to decide which topics that we should focus on the most and get on the show first over the other topics. So your input is really important. We do have a news section there, which includes our blog. Going to try to have a blog after every show to kind of sum up what we talk about here. And you can go back and read that and maybe pick up a few more things that we talked about here that you missed the first time around. But we also have some news links there for some other websites that we think are really relevant to the message that we're trying to get across. So you might check out some of those topics, and there might be some articles there you want to read. Our resource section we really spent a lot of time on because we know that we don't necessarily have a lot of time to look for things on the internet, and maybe you're not really sure where you should start. So we've done the work for you and built a really good resource section there. I think you'll find that most of the links are really informative. They have great websites to go to with lots of information that you can read about and start extending your nutrition and knowledge base, because that's what it takes. We can teach you so much here, but we need you to want to go out there and learn for yourself as well. And there's About Us section, and under that, we've included some instructions on the different ways that you can listen to our show. So please check those out, because maybe there's a way to listen to our show live that you didn't even know about yet. It wasn't until I started doing this radio show that I realized I could actually listen live right on the internet, and I thought I was a pretty savvy tech person. You can also listen live right on your radio show by going to KCAA Radio Express, and there's a really easy way to sign up for the radio show, so you can catch us live for the upcoming shows that way, or come back to the website and listen to the podcast 24/7. Okay, that kind of wraps it up on our website. Hope you're going to come and visit us and sign in and give us some suggestions. Well, today I wanted to start off with just some really basic things, because obviously we know that there's about 60% of the population out there that are overweight and obese. And I figure people just are kind of lacking the basic nutrition skills, and it's not their fault. It's only because no one ever really took the time to explain it to them. People learn in different ways, and so hopefully the way that we teach you is a way that's going to reach most of you and help give you some new information that you didn't have before, at least a better understanding. So I thought today we're going to ask the question, what is nutrition? I mean, really, what is nutrition all about? So if we look at like some of the ways that other people describe nutrition, I thought that might help me explain some ways on what is good about what they said, but also give you my take on how they're saying it. Because a lot of times that I think people read some of these definitions and they're like, what? What did that just say? Even it took me a few minutes to think about some of these and go, now what are they really saying here? So if I start off with the first definition, it's saying that it's a measurable characteristic of you have to take people's sex, height, weight, and degree of activity and rate of growth to even be able to figure out just how much nutrition you need. And we're going to break here and be back in a few minutes. So when we do, we're going to be continuing this conversation. So if I stop in the middle of this, please come back, and we're going to continue to figure out what the heck nutrition really is. Okay, remember that you have to have the desired nutrients in the right amounts. And how are you going to get that from your food when all you're eating is junk food all day or hamburgers? Do you really think that some of these foods are going to have every single thing that you need? Probably not. So we're going to talk more about how you can maybe substitute out some other foods that would still give you the satisfaction of those foods, but maybe offer twice the nutritional density, because we're looking for nutrition bargains and we want to get the biggest nutrition bang for our buck, because we only have so much money to spend on food, so we want to spend it on the best choices possible. So please stay with us here on Smart Health Talk, KCAA Radio, and we'll continue to have this discussion on the definition of nutrition. I'd love to hear from any of you out there that would like to call in and ask questions. Perhaps you have a nutrition question you'd like me to answer for you. We'd love to hear from you. Call us at 888-909-1050. That's 888-909-1050. Give me a call. I'd love to hear from you.
And now a word from our Smart Health Talk sponsors.
Naya, 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 recycle. Naya, 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 recycle.
Naya, Canada's most environmentally conscious bottled water, is very proud to announce that its already recyclable bottles are now made from 100% recycled plastic. Naya is the first bottled spring water in the world to do that. So in addition to its recycling activities, Naya uses no new plastic to make its water bottles.
Naya, Naya, Naya.
A natural source of progress.
He wanted to speak Wednesday night.
Speaker Banner's here. Do you know what happened?
Start your morning with the I-Man.
I'm not trying to be petulant or pouty. It's just that I'm retaining water and I'm feeling bloated. And besides, tomorrow night is the GOP candidate debate. And really, what would you rather watch? Obama talking about jobs or Michelle Bachmann talking about anything?
Oh, no. Weekday morning, 7 to 9 a.m. on AM 1050.
Chia, a nutrition-packed seed that provided the foundation for ancient Peruvian civilizations, has been improved to deliver an even more nutrient-dense, nutritionally consistent food called salva. Full of health-protecting omega-3, salva is also an excellent source of fiber, protein, antioxidants, vitamins, and minerals. Its neutral flavor can be added to most all foods or just mixed with your favorite beverage and drink. Salva is non-GMO and gluten-free and saves food dollars by providing what you need in one simple seed. Salva, a food for a new, modern generation.
Energy efficiency interviews are brought to you by the U.S. Department of Energy and the Ad Council.
Matthew, you know energy-saving light bulbs last 6 times longer than that old bulb in your lamp.
Yeah, well, I don't even live here.
Matthew, dinner's ready.
I never met that woman.
It's your favorite, Matt. Lasagna.
Don't you people knock? Just give me the energy saver.
Millions of kids are using their energy wisely. What's your excuse? Learn more at loseyourexcuse.gov.
A precious deposit that came from the mightiest of mountains, created from the strongest forces of nature, and lie hidden for 15 million years beneath the surface of a remote desert, has now been found. A mineral deposit like no other, nature in its most perfect form. Minerals are one of the key foundations of life and may not always be complete in food, but you can now have all that nature has to offer in one pure source. Ion Charge Minerals bring you 57 ionic minerals to nourish your body with the raw materials it needs to rebuild, revitalize, and help generate energy within every cell. Experience mineral power and the new energy and endurance that is yours when you give your body what it needs to build a stronger you. Visit